The Grey Man does whatever a Grey Man can. Can he make a comic feed? Yes, he can. He just did. Watch now, a video from Grey Man. A video from Grey Man.
Hey there, it's the Grey Man again, doing a competition entry for WI Clora, is it Wisconsin Clora? He's got a little quick contest, only got 1 week I think he was running for, and you can win some signed books. He's going to go and get signed at a con, I think that's what he was saying. The first question, favourite comic book as a kid, I think it was. I think that's what he said. And mine is 2000 AD comic, which has such characters as Strontium Dog and Judge Dredd. You can see them up there, hopefully, on the shelf. These aren't the comics, actually. These are the compendiums. There you go, Judge Dredd. Ace Trucking Company, that's another one that was from 2000 AD comic. I have boxes there. They're a bit hidden behind some rubbish at the moment. I've been dumping stuff in this room for a bit. But there's some boxes there of 2000 ADs. Got some here in a bag. These are slightly more newish ones, actually. The ones I read as a kid were older ones. These are my brother still collecting them, and he gives them to me when he's finished reading them. But you've still got Judge Dredd in there. And this one is quite a new. When is this one from? If I could just see the date, yeah. 2017. So yeah, it's still going. Even though it's 2000 AD, when this was first launched back in 1977, I think it was. 2000 AD was a long way off in the future, and now, now it's blinking 19 years in the past. It makes me feel so old. But the comic is still going, which is a surprise because so many UK comics have just fallen by the wayside. There's very, very, very few comics that are still going nowadays. All the old humour comics I used to read as a kid. So there was lots of humour comics I used to read. The old, Beano and the Dandy are the two most well-known ones. I showed a few off in the live video the other day, actually. There's another 2000 AD with Dredd on the cover. Of course, there was the awesome Dredd movie that came out a few years ago with Carl Urban. Dredd! Anyway, that's it. That's the first one. Got to move on to the next part of the question. Okay, the next question is a favourite band. I wouldn't say these are my favourite band, but these are a band that I've seen a number of times. Gwah! Gwah! They're basically heavy metal, like punk heavy metal, and they dress up as they call themselves the scum dogs of the universe. They dress up as these otherworldly sort of monsters who enslave mankind, and they sort of chop up. It's just like a pantomime, really. They dress up as different characters. They get attacked by different characters. They chop the different characters up, and basically blood and guts and all other manner of basically any bodily fluid that you could think of, gets thrown at the crowd. Basically, it's not obviously not the real body fluids, but it's made to look like it's body fluids, if you know what I mean. So the old lead singer, before he died, Odorous Urungus, he used to have let's just say his gentleman's appendage used to be known as the cuttlefish of Cthulhu. And you'd probably have to watch your video, maybe watch a video to get an idea of the kind of crazy shenanigans that Gwar got up to. But it's all good fun, very un-PC, very unclean, disgusting fun. Okay, the next question on Wisconsin Clora's rather tricky quiz is, or contest or competition, is favourite pet. Right, now I had a cat called Penny, and she had 4 little kittens, 4 little cute little kittens. And the one I fell in love with straight away, she was ginger and white, and she had a little ginger tail, like a little worm. And I said to my mum, "Oh, mummy, we've got to keep that one." And I named the 4 kittens after members of a band called Voivod. So they were called Snake, Blackie, Piggy, and Away. Now the black one, we didn't call him Blackie, that was too obvious, so we called him Piggy. He was called Piggy. The black and white one was called Away. The ginger one was called Blackie, yeah. We called the ginger one Blackie because that's the kind of guy I am. And the little ginger and white one was called Snake. So I had a cat called Snake, which I've always found quite amusing. She died like last year, but she'd lived to a good old age, about 17 or something. But yeah, her name was Snake, and she was gorgeous. And she was, say, white and ginger, and all my mates would come over, all obviously being metalheads, would all wear black clothes, and she'd rub up against us all the time. We'd end up with loads of white hairs all over our lovely black clothing, which didn't really we didn't care. She was a beautiful, lovely little pussycat. And, right, she was a pussycat, but her name was Snake. And this guy here, on the front of this Batman cover, I believe he goes by the name of King Snake. So I'm using him, even though my cat was a girl and she was a queen snake. She's my little pussycat princess, actually. I used to call her my little pussycat princess. And you talk to your pets, didn't you? For some reason, I talk to her in Spanish, even though I don't know Spanish. I go, "Oh, my little beautiful pussycat princess." I don't know why. I don't even sound like Spanish, but from my mind, I was talking in Spanish, but even though it wasn't, I don't bloody know. These things are, you talk to your cats. Well, I do anyway. If you don't talk to your cats, there's something wrong with you. Anyway, that's King Snake after my beautiful cat who was called Snake.
Oh, Snakey, El Pussycato Princess. Ah, she's so cute.
Wouldn't it be nice to have a pet tiger, though? Tiger. And another tiger. Okay, next, W.I. Clara wanted to know your favourite food. I don't know. For one, it was hard enough finding. I don't even know what my favourite food is. There's various food stuffs that I like, but one food I don't like is calamari, which is it squid? There we go. There's a giant squid there, attacking Viking Prince, I think, on the front of Brave and the Bold number 117, and then just a couple of books later, earlier actually, 115 Brave and the Bold, we've got the challengers seek 3 clues to sorcery, and they get attacked by a purple octopus as well. I wonder if it's the same octopus who's attacking Viking Prince in this book and attacking the challengers of the unknown in this book. I don't know, I've not got around to reading them yet. But I don't like calamari, so I can't really use that as my favourite food, can I? As a vampire, my favourite food is blood, just like Morbius. Alright, not necessarily my favourite food, but a food I don't mind every now and again as a little treat is the odd chocolate bar. And I've got a couple of chocolate bars here. These are some that I've eaten previously. Whisper, and that's gone. I ate that one the other day. And another Whisper. And here we have a comic called Whisper. Slightly different spelling, but that's as good as I can get for a food comic related pairing. Okay, one of the questions is favourite cartoons as a kid. Now, I did collect a lot of Masters of the Universe, but I can't say the cartoon was necessarily my favourite, to be honest, because I made up my own story, and the story that was being told in the cartoons wasn't really for me, really. To be honest, I collected quite late, bit of a big kid, really, and I was about 13 when I first started collecting these toys. And I think I was still collecting them until I was about 17 or 18, I'm not too sure now. I still like to play with them because it's just, it's good to use your imagination, But my stories were not the same as the cartoon stories. To be honest, I was more likely to what am I talking about now? I was more likely to watch Warner Brothers, not Warner Brothers. Is it Warner Brothers? Bugs Bunny and Daffy Duck. Those are the cartoons I really used to like as a kid. The Looney Tunes, they were my favourites. I did watch the Master of the Universe, but it wasn't really my favourite. But because we've got to tell these, answer these questions through the medium of comics, I happen to know that I've got an insert of Masters of the Universe in one of my comics, if I can just work out where it is. So here we go. Here is my DC Comics Presents number 51, Superman and the Atom, and it's one of the many comics that came out in November 1982, which featured a Masters of the Universe insert. This was like there's loads of them actually. I was trying to find it's just a matter of trying to find what the closest one that actually had it in there. I knew I'd seen one recently like lying around in my for sale comics. I think I got a feeling I might have wrapped it up to send off to Fire's Revenge. I'm not too sure. But anyway, so I ended up digging out this one eventually. So let's just give you a little look at that. So here we are, little Masters of the Universe. You've got Castle Grayskull there, you've got Beast Man, you've got Merman, you've got Skeletor, He-Man, Man-at-Arms, I can't remember his name, and her name, I'm not too sure either. The Sorceress, I think, I'm not too sure. His names are like Saw or something like that, and his name's something cosmic, I can't remember what it is now though. But anyway, it's quite a big insert actually. What's his name? It's Eternia. Be good if you gave your name, mate. Zodak. Too long for Zodak to ignore the signs. His name's Zodak, apparently. And then we have some Eternian partying going on here. Oh yeah, get down. And then Prince Adam. See, that was the whole thing I didn't get on with. Prince Adam being Prince Adam half the time and He-Man the rest of the time. Didn't make any sense to me. Why didn't he just be He-Man all the time? It's not like it's a superhero book, but they kind of played it like a superhero kind of thing. The fact he's got a secret identity. But anyway, that's quite a long old. Let's just flick through the pages in case of interest. I'm going to excuse the shadow of my arm. This is quite a long old insert that I had here. So this is kind of reminiscent of some of the cartoons that I would have watched as a kid. But I say I wasn't really keen. I wouldn't say it was my favourite cartoon, but I don't think I've got any comic books that can show my favourite cartoons. I haven't got any comics with Daffy Duck in. In fact, saying that, I think there's a comic that I need to buy, actually. One of my birthday books. I started a project of getting all my birthday books, which are books that came out on the month and year, cover dated for the month and year that I was born. And I think, yeah, that's the end of the story anyway. Watch for part 1 of the Masters of the Universe miniseries on sale next month. I think that's quite collectible now, I'm not too sure. But anyway, what was I talking about? Yeah, I think one of my birthday books actually is a Daffy Duck comic or something like that. I'm sure it is, but I've not actually got around to picking that one up yet. But anyway, that's it. That's a little cartoony thing for you. So my favourite sport, which is the next question, used to be Speedway, which is motorbike racing, basically. I can't show you a comic that has any actual Speedway sport in it, but here's Ghost Rider riding on a motorbike. There you go, there's different motorbikes. This is kind of like a chopper that the ones that they use in Speedway are like smaller engines but got no brakes, and they go around an oval, 4 laps around an oval basically. I actually went to America once to watch Speedway, I think it was 1982 World Championships. It was in California, some big football stadium in California. Los Angeles, was it? Los Angeles, I think it was Los Angeles. What's your big football team in Los Angeles? Anyway, yeah, I saw some Speedway there. Anyway. Okay, and the last question from Wisconsin Clara is your favourite video game as a kid. To be honest, when I was a kid, the video games were like 2 little paddles and a little ball went ba-dip, 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 ba-dip. That was Pong. That was the first game that I remember playing as a kid. And then we had the Atari. It had various games on it. But so this looked very much like one of the old games we'd play. It was Pac-Man. There's a Pac-Man maze going on there. Thing is playing it on the front of this Video Wars. Is 2-in-1, Marvel 2-in-1, The Thing. He teams up with Franklin Richards to play some computer games. Why not, indeed? And just a couple of issues earlier, actually, in number 94, got somebody else playing video games. It looks like one of the old beat-em-up games. There's a very much, you look at you've got the... So, actually, Marvel characters have even appeared in some of these beat-em-up games, haven't they? So, what was that? To be honest, I've never been that good at the beat-em-up games, but they make my arms hurt. But so, after the Amiga, we had the ZX Spectrum, and I think we had the Amiga as well, but I can't remember any particular game on there that was my favourite. But this is just a couple of comics showing you some video games. That'll have to do. Anyway, so if you want to enter W.I. Clara's competition, I'm not sure there's much time left, but you can go to the video link down below, and good luck. Enjoy your con that you're going to. Hopefully I'll win and I'll get some signed books. That'd be very nice. But if not, never mind. It's been fun making this video, and always cool to check out your channel, see what new things you've picked up. And hopefully, yeah, we'll get a video of you and your mate Gio. Is it Gio? I think it's Gio, because you always do good videos when you do together. I always quite enjoyed those ones when you got each other's Christmas presents and stuff like that. It was always cool. But anyway, hopefully you'll pick up some cool stuff at the con, and we'll get to see what you've picked up, and hopefully you both have a really good time. Anyway, cheers for watching.
And now for a quick word from our sponsors. Make sure you tune in tonight to Grader's Notes. That's 1 a.m. in the UK and 8 Eastern Standard Time in America, when you'll have the Fantabulous Fantastic Four, which comprises of Mr. Fantastic, Comic-Head 84. You'll get some flaming on from Genome the Gnome. You've got the awesome Mr. Invisible, Metarog, and you've got some hairy thing from the UK, aka the Grey Man. So tune in for Grader's Notes, where we'll be talking about Crisis on Infinite Earths Issue 1. That's tonight. Tune in. Be there or be square.